Hi guys, welcome back. This vlog's a little different. This time I'm going to New York City and became a city slicker. So here's some clips from the airport. I was super nervous about flying because I haven't flown in forever. But anyways, I got Starbucks and I got a matcha as always. And here are some more clips where I just settled in on the flight. Once we landed in New York, we went to go find my brother as he was going to be our tour guide in New York City. So here's some clips of the airport. I took some iconic clips of I love New York City in the airport, and then we made our way up a ton of escalators and then back down just to find my brother. So here's that. First thing first on the agenda, I had asked my friends beforehand what was their favorite thing that they did in New York as they lived in New Jersey and loved it. And they said they recommended getting bagels, that was one of their favorite things when they visited New York. So that was the first thing my brother and I did. Didn't get a photo of my brother's bagel, but he got a tofu cream cheese, which sounded really weird but tasted just like normal cream cheese. It was kind of creepy. And I got an egg and bacon cheese onion bagel. I've never had an onion bagel, but it was really, really good. Anyways, after I ate breakfast, me, my brother, and his fiance walked around New York. So here are some clips of us kind of doing some trails, and then we also biked, but I didn't get any clips of that because I was so wobbly on the bike and could not figure out how to film, so I'm sorry. Hey, Vanessa. On the way back to the apartment, we walked by the Met and we grabbed a photo. I also filmed a cute little dancing reel to copyrighted music, so enjoy the little clip. Then we went and grabbed a chai tea latte, which was so good. And went back to the apartment, grabbed a shower because it was almost 90 degrees. And I was soaked in sweat from biking. And then afterwards, we took the subway to another adventure. So it's around lunchtime at this point, and this was probably one of my favorite parts of the trip, is we got to go to what's called Manhattan Restaurant, and you go into an elevator and you go 60 floors up, and you're on the 60th floor eating lunch, and you can see the whole city of New York, and it's so pretty. It's kind of scary to be on the 60th floor and eating. It kind of makes you a little dizzy, but I took some cool clips and lots of food pictures for you guys because the scenery is impeccable. But anyways, I filmed a ton of clips. The restaurant was so modern inside. It was really, really cool. And the first thing we got were pretzels with mustard cream cheese, which was good. And then the first picture was a beet salad. I ate a lobster roll, which was amazing, and my brother got fried chicken, which sounds really weird, but it was really good. And I think this is another picture of the beet salad. Then while we were eating, it started storming. So on the 60th floor, I got some cool videos of what the rain looks like high up. And then afterwards, when we were done, I got some clips of, they have cute little postcards that said Manhattan on them. And I got some more shots of the restaurant for you guys to see. So this was part of the kitchen. It was kind of open so that you could see it. And if you are old enough to drink, you could sit at the bar, I suppose, but obviously I'm not old enough to drink any alcohol. And here are clips of us heading back. and headed over to the Oculus once the rain stopped. We actually took a break in the Gap store on the way. But here's the Oculus. It's super cool from the outside. It's kind of like a modern structured mall, and inside is a ton of stores. And one of the coolest stores, or more so like art exhibit, was a Stranger Things themed art, which is where I guess lots of strangers wrote different notes about things they're struggling with or things that made them different. And it was really cool to read all of them as they spun, and it was kind of a cool modern artwork. Then we went to the top floor of the Oculus to Italy, which is just Italy, but EA in front of it.
We in Italy.
I like that.
Italy.
That's cute.
We just had lunch, so we went to Italy for dessert, and this was called La Pasteria, Italy's pastry counter, and they had lots of small desserts and large cakes. We ended up getting just a box of 4 small desserts, and the chocolate layered one was amazing. The other one was a lemon meringue, and then I think the one on the very left was a espresso tart type thing. Afterwards, we went and looked at some of the street art, and a lot of the planners around the Oculus have different artists like flowers, bees, and all this different modern art, so it was really cool. I wish we got more photos by it. But afterwards, I think we took a subway ride to the Starbucks Reserve, which is like an ultra version of Starbucks, and it has different floors so you can see how the coffee beans are made, how coffee is made, and it's really neat inside. I'm gonna I got my go-to drink, matcha, and it came in a glass cup, but then I got a to-go cup so that I could take it home, and it has Starbucks Reserve on it, which was really cute. Then I took some clips of the other floors in the Starbucks Reserve building, and then they have the coffee beans going up in the tubes is what I took a video of. It's just a little hard to see, but it was really neat. Then as I was leaving, I took a clip of the breads that they have in their shop window. And afterwards, we went to the Chelsea High Line and walked just a little bit of it, not a lot of it, as it was really humid. At the Chelsea High Lines, we went and saw the fake Statue of Liberty.
A few hours later.
Times Square. Say hi.
Hi.
Not sure how well the audio is going to work. But anyway, I'll catch you up later.
To go to Times Square. We had to take a long subway ride, and I was very, very scared because the street was full of people and it was very crowded and very, very like chaotic. And all the billboards, it's almost like psychedelic. But it was really fun. I took lots of videos in all of the stores that we went in, and then my brother and I went and walked around. Then we went and grabbed what's called Joe's Pizza, which is actually in Spider-Man. And then all along the walls, there's like a bunch of celebrities that have eaten there. So that was kind of a cool experience. The pizza was really good. It was like thin crust. So I'm gonna guess that's like the official New York style pizza. Then we went to the M&M store, which was literally like if a crayon box exploded. There were so many colors. I took lots of videos because it was so much fun. I even did, I think, like, what is your M&M persona? But I ended up getting white, which was supposed to be like you're in the moment now and lots of good opportunities are coming next. But anyways, then I took photos by all the rainbow colored M&Ms, and that made for a really cute photo. Next up, we went to the Hershey's and Reese's shop, and it was super similar to the M&M shop, except the M&M shop is way bigger, but they have personalized Reese's that you can make for $20, which is this little station here, which is so expensive. Anyways, the milkshakes looked really, really good. And then afterwards, I got a pair of Jolly Rancher socks.
Day 2.
Day 2, we went to Chinatown, which is my absolute favorite in terms of food because we got dim sum. I think we ended up getting shrimp rice noodles, hog ao, sticky rice, turnip cake, and then the little piggies had egg custard inside.
Are you videoing?
I am. I'm going to send this to your parents. This is torture.
Chopstick tutorial.
Unfortunately, due to COVID, they can't do traditional dim sum, which is where people will push around carts and you just point to what you want and you order it. So there'll be carts going around where you pick your food. Instead, it's a little more like a normal restaurant where you just kind of order the food as you go. And then afterwards, we went shopping and went around the town. And after that, we got like the Instagrammable moment, which is taiyaki, which is where it's kind of like on the bottom of the cone is what's called a taiyaki cone, which it looks like a fish is swallowing the ice cream, which is on top. And we ended up getting chocolate and vanilla. I almost got matcha, but I already had drunk matcha the other day. And then Ethan got that little fish that you guys saw, which is filled with red bean, and it's kind of just like a sweet paste inside. That was pretty good. It was also in the cone with ice cream. Then we went to some of the federal buildings, and afterwards we walked all the way to Brooklyn Bridge. Then we went to Hudson Yards and went and saw the vessel, which is basically supposed to like mimic a beehive. And it actually, some of the levels used to be where you could walk up them, but due to like COVID regulations, you can't walk up them anymore. So we took some cute little Instagram photos, and I took some quick clips of the rose gold. It was really pretty. And then it reminds me of like at Chicago, there's the bean, which is like this giant silver, literally bean shaped sculpture. So we took some photos with the reflection, which made for some like awkward but cool photos. Afterwards, we went inside the shops near Hudson Yards, and we went to Dylan's Candy Bar. A fun fact about Dylan's Candy Bar is that she's Ralph Lauren's daughter, and that the candy bar, it kind of is supposed to mimic Willy Wonka in a sense, which I definitely got from it. We also got those jelly beans that are Bean Boozled, and some of them were nasty. They actually tasted like the bad things that they said. I've never had them before, but from watching friends eat them in past times, usually they are not this like gross. But
Did you get one? Are you eating it?
Not eating a cigarette. The blue one is safe because it's either toothpaste or it's very
Okay. Great.
toothpaste.
It tastes nice.
Unbelievable.
Barf. Tastes nice. Okay, that tastes nice. Oh my god, you should have filmed it.
after going through a lot of stores, we went back towards the apartment, made a stop at Anita's, which is like the world's best gelato ever. It was so good. I ended up getting sorbet though. So I got strawberry sorbet, and then I think I got Cookie Man, which is kind of just like chocolate, vanilla, caramely-ish. It's like if you mix it all together. Afterwards, we went to Korean barbecue.
Everyone sitting here that's in this video, first person to buy an island has to have a party with all of you.
So to start off the Korean barbecue, we got a bunch of sides, which was like a salad, macaroni of a sort, then kimchi, broccoli, and then I think onion. And this was another tables plate. Anyways, back to what other things we got for the Korean barbecue. First, they started off with egg on the hot plate, and then here was another dish we ordered. And the first thing that came was the dumplings, and afterwards was the wagyu kalbi, which is a thin Korean horizontal cut from the chuck end of the short rib. Like, I'm totally not reading.
What meat is that?
Anyways, then was the yang nam
This is the
kalbi.
Yang Curry, the Korean marinated short rib.
And then what was the first one again?
First one is the Wagyu. Wagyu is grade A4.
Okay, thank you.
Second meat was yang nam kalbi, which was like barbecue short ribs. And then the third meat was bulgi samgyeop, which is basically just pork belly. But my favorite meat was probably the first one, I want to say, but they were all really good. Day 3, we decided to go to Soho, and there were lots of fun, like touristy type gift shops there. My favorite shop that I filmed the most in was like the Harry Potter themed one, and I've actually been to Harry Potter World, and I feel like this shop very much mimics it. Entrance, they have like a phoenix, and then in a circle there's different wands, and it shows like the characters that go with them, and then you go downstairs to the dungeon. Harry Potter shop. There's like 3 floors. Hi. In the Harry Potter shop, of course, they had foods that matched the book. They had the milk chocolate frogs. They also had like different types of potions, which was kind of fun. And then I took some clips of some of like the exhibits. And then my favorite part of the store, well, of course, was the food. So they have like a butterbeer shop, and you could get like a butterbeer shake and things like that. But afterwards, we went to the Lego store, and some of the Legos were so cool that they had set up. The dragon one in particular looked like it was out to get you. Flight was pretty early, so after cruising all the shops, we went back to the apartment, packed everything up, and then it was time to get on the airplane. So here was me taking some clips, and I'm gonna say bye. Thanks for watching. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Bye!